Hello, family. Welcome to CWCD Daily. Let me tell you, it is a slow news day. WWE fans are too soft for Tony Hinchcliffe. Karrion Kross is happy in his spot on main event. And Drew McIntyre says wrestling doesn't matter. I am your host, the Notorious D, joined once again by the Queen of Casual, Level Up, Lauren.
What's up, y'all?
You have magically defeated whatever illness you had yesterday.
I did, definitely.
I think you were playing hooky. I don't think you wanted to do 10 questions is what it was. I think you were trying to avoid going 0-3.
Definitely.
You guys know the drill. One big topic, some Discord chaos, and all the headlines that actually matter. You're feeling the energy? Then show some love. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Pull up in the Casual Wrestling Discord. No gatekeeping, no fluff, just raw, unfiltered wrestling talk. Got a hot take? Drop it in the comments. Slide into the Discord or shoot us an email at questions@casualwrestling.com. Today's show is brought to you by the Casual Wrestling merch store. Fresh heat coming next week. But first, Lauren, we're going to have a draft.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
So instead of the typical Wrestlemania predictions that tend to happen from podcasts, I thought it'd be more fun if we took everybody that's announced so far for WrestleMania, threw them in a pot, and then we drafted superstars from those. I think there's 28 or 27 confirmed names so far. And the way this works, we'll go one after another. It's not snake draft. It's just boom, 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 boom. There is a chance with the way some of these matches are set up that you will draft two people in one match. That is okay. You will get points for each person who wins a match. So you can hedge your bet by taking two people in a match. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now
My odds are better.
Now I'm going to give you the opportunity right now to choose whether you want to go first in the draft.
Okay.
Or whether you want priority on the waiver wire.
So, like, if anybody else gets added?
Yeah, so there's a chance that, like, Randy Orton still will get announced for a match at some point. He's not on the confirmed list of draft members right now. So if you go second, if that match gets announced, you will have the ability to take first pick in whatever supplemental draft we have again next week.
Okay.
So what do you want?
I think I'm going to do the waiver wire.
Okay, so you're going to take a second pick.
Waiver wire it.
You're going to take second pick in the draft. So I have all the 27 superstars, like Liv and Raquel, they're on here, but their opponents have not been announced yet. Does that make sense?
Okay, yes.
So there will be a supplemental draft coming up.
For sure. Okay.
Okay, so that means I am first pick on the board. Now, there's got to be strategy to this game, right?
Yeah.
I've got to decide, do I just go straight up and take my favorites? Or do I play the game of who I think is going to win? I like the idea of combining a little bit of both because I also don't want to go into WrestleMania and cheer for people that I don't want to cheer for. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to I'm going to go out on a risk here.
Okay.
Pick number one.
Right.
I'm going to select Bianca Belair.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to take Bianca. I'm going to block her in at number one. I don't know how confident I am that she's winning the match, but I think I got to stay true to the brand of the Notorious D, and take Bianca number one. So that puts you on the clock. On the clock for your choice here. Well, so that means Io Sky and Rhea Ripley still available in that match, but you don't have to take them right now.
No, I'm going to go for the person that I like.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for Tiffy time.
Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffy time. With her squeaky voice and everything.
So, yeah. So here's a rule we got to decide right now. Mm-hmm. Since you took Tiffy, do I automatically have to take Charlotte? Or can we take two people from the same match?
I think you could take two people from the same match if you wanted to.
Okay, so just straight up. I like that. I like it. Straight up. I'm going to go, if I look at this card, who do I think is probably a surefire win? Give me Jay main event Uso.
Dying.
Yeet to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I think that's a lock. I think that's a solid first pick because my first pick was kind of an honorary first pick.
Because you love her.
Jay. Yeah, I take Jay. Take Jay as my real first pick.
All right.
So who you got second?
I'm gonna go with L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go with my feelings.
So I'm gonna take this so you can't hedge your bet. Immediately, I'm taking Jacob Fatu.
Ew, gross.
Because I think Jacob Fatu becomes the United States champion at WrestleMania. I think there's a chance that happens.
I think LA Knight needs to shine.
Although there's a lot of I'm banking on a lot of title changes if I run it the way I think it's running. But okay, so I'm Bianca, Jey Uso, Jacob Fatu. You are Tiffany Stratton, LA Knight. Your third pick is
Rhea Ripley.
Okay, Rhea Ripley.
Uh-huh.
So there's a little bit of, I feel like I didn't expect this, but now I can see myself counterpunching to everything you do here.
Well, bring it on.
Because you taking Rhea Ripley immediately.
You have to take Io Sky.
Yeah, my gut reaction is get Io off the board because I think that's who's winning the match. And I think by you taking Rhea Ripley, I'm going to take Io Sky. And I think I'm pretty, because Dead Chef has told me on numerous occasions Bianca Belair is winning this match. Okay? So he's played with my emotions over and over. I still believe Io Sky because I think Rhea and Bianca are going to cancel each other out. So now I think I'm covered in that match. Okay. I'm feeling good now early in this draft. I'm getting value here early. Where are you going next, though?
CM Punk.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Punk? There he is right there.
Punk.
And are you just picking straight with your heart, or is there any thought process in the match, the logic here?
I'm going with Lauren logic.
Okay.
We're going with who I think is going to win, who I like, and who I think the people want.
Give me Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Give me Seth Rollins. I think there's something to this Paul Heyman siding with Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins becoming the soul of the wrestling world.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
I'm going to go with John Cena.
Solid pick.
You like the...
That's where I was going next. If you didn't take that pick, I was going there next. Okay, let me look at this now. Now it gets interesting here. Lots of good names still on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Logan Paul.
Oh, I was going to take Logan Paul.
Give me Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul has a good chance of going over AJ Styles. I like that pick. I'm so far happy. I didn't like that you got Cena. I thought I was going to sneak Cena at some point.
I know you did.
Okay,
you know who I'm going to take now?
Who?
Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
I feel like it's time.
I do too.
It's time for Drew.
I do too, but I also feel like Damian Priest gets a lot of love, and there's a chance that they roll with Damian Priest. Now I'm going to go with one here that I'm surprised made it this far. Because I just don't. Naomi's been good, Lauren.
She has, yes.
Naomi has been solid. But is there a world where Jade Cargill loses at WrestleMania? Does that world exist? Do they figure out a way to screw? No. Give me Jade Cargill.
Damn it.
Give me Jade Cargill.
I was hoping I was going to sneak her in there
Give me Jade Cargill to win that match. Still lots of names on the board, though.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
I have two names here I'm eyeing right now. Two names that I'm eyeing that I'm trying to get maybe back to back to kind of solidify some points.
Penta's the new dude, right?
Penta's the new guy.
I don't think he'll win yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Braun Breaker.
Oh, that was one of my two. That was one of my two names. All right.
Braun Breaker.
To counter that play, though. Because who I think is way overdue to be a champion. Give me Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
That could definitely be good.
Winning against Braun Breaker.
I like it. I like it.
All right, we're down to a single roll left here.
Okay, this one's a banger.
Okay, what you got?
El Grande Americano.
Oh. So I am notoriously a El Grande Americano fan. But I'm going to tell you, Lauren, but here's the problem. I think this match ends up being mask versus mask. Which means who's going to get unmasked at WrestleMania?
El Grande Americano?
Yeah, so that's if you lose. So give me Rey Mysterio to win that match and unmask El Grande Americano.
Did not think that far, but I just thought I like Grande
Americano. I agree.
Go with Grande Americano, and that's where it is.
I almost wanted to take him. All right, there's 3, 6, 9, 10 names left on the board.
All right, I'm going to go with...
The fact that Roman is still on the board is insane.
It happens, you know?
Oh, I agree. It's just neither of us have faith in him winning that match.
All right, so it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Liv and Raquel.
Okay. I think that's solid. I think that's a solid pick. I think I was going to go there next. Out of these names that's left, because now we're getting into territory.
Leftovers.
Well, I've got to play a little defense so that you don't double up in some of these matches. Give me Damian Priest.
Damn it, that's what I was going to choose next.
Yeah, because I don't want you. I don't want you having Drew and Damian. That's. I don't like that.
All right, it's my turn.
Yeah.
You got Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
I hate AJ Styles. I'll go with AJ Styles.
Okay.
Because you have Logan Paul.
Okay. Once again, I want to play defense here. I don't think he's winning, but I can't just let you lock in guaranteed points. Give me Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Give me Cody Rhodes because you can't have Cena and Rhodes. That's not you. That's just automatic points in the main event.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Gunter.
All right, so you're counterpunching as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you just have it.
I see that.
You have both of them. You're just going to win it no matter what.
So then give me Charlotte. I've got a counterpunch against Tiffy.
Okay. So
leaves us with 4 names.
You have Ray. I have El Grande, right?
The 4 names that are left.
You have Jade. I need Naomi.
You need Naomi.
Naomi.
Yeah, you need Naomi.
You have AJ.
So yeah, so we balanced the card at least. We did what we by default we strategically did what we asked.
Although you got the 2 and the Bianca and Io one, you got that.
But you have an out. Neither of us got just a whole match.
You just swiped it out.
Yeah. So okay, so now we got Penta, Roman, or Finn Balor. Give me Roman Reigns going this late in the draft. I'm just hedging a bet in case they decide to let the tribal chief do what the tribal chief does and win that match. 2 names left, Lauren.
Penta.
So you're taking Penta El
over the Leprechaun.
That leaves me with Finn Balor, and that leaves you priority number 1 on the waiver wire.
On the waiver wire.
So we assume Randy Orton is going to get added to this card.
Yes, and he'll be added on my card.
We believe that there will be a tag team. Not we believe, we know that Liv and Raquel, there's like a tournament on Friday to decide who they're going to wrestle against. We assume probably we're going to get a SmackDown and a Raw tag team match. So you're probably going to see the New Day added. Probably going to see the War Raiders added. You're probably going to see the Street Profits added. And you might see...
Machine Gun Man or whatever.
We may see like 4 or 5 tag teams added from SmackDown, which could be fun. But this is what we got right now. So Team Notorious D, Bianca Belair, Jey Uso, Jacob Fatu, Io Sky, Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, Jade Cargill, Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, Damian Priest, Cody Rhodes, Charlotte Flair, Roman Reigns, and Finn Balor. All right?
All right.
Team Level Up Lauren, Tiffany Stratton, LA Knight, Rhea Ripley, CM Punk, John Cena, Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, El Grande Americano, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, AJ Styles, Gunther, Naomi, and Penta El Zero. You feel good about that?
Yes, I do. I like it, and I like it a lot.
I feel good about it too. I think, but I will say I like that we balanced it out, and I think there are paths to victory for both of us. I thought that you may go crazy, but you made some sneaky solid.
I thought with my Lauren
choices.
Logic.
You did good. You did good.
I did good.
Lauren, Tony Hinchcliffe has once again proved that the world doesn't know how to laugh anymore. Apparently, there's a large group of the IWC is now calling for Tony Hinchcliffe to be canceled from his post-WrestleMania appearance because he made a joke about Big E being injured. And what's that joke? You want to hear it, Lauren?
Yes, I do.
He said the only thing stiffer than Michael Cole is Big E's neck. Now, God forbid you invite a legendary roast comedian. That's what he is, guys. I know a lot of you don't watch Kill Tony. I watch Kill Tony. He is a roast comedian. God forbid you invite this guy onto the show and he actually does
what he does,
what roast comedians do, and he goes in on people who are part of wrestling. The IWC is so soft. I mean, they are so soft. They're like vanilla, just soft serve ice cream. They are going to die at the post-WrestleMania show when they finally figure out who Tony Hinchcliffe really is.
So wait, what is he doing at the post-WrestleMania show?
It's basically a wrestling Kill Tony.
Oh, wow.
They're calling it like Tony Hinchcliffe and Friends WrestleMania post show, but it's basically going to feature comedians and WWE wrestlers.
Oh, they're not even going to know what to expect.
No, the IWC is going to die. They're going to lose their mind because
they need to put like a warning before, like, do not get offended.
Why?
This is
So
jokes.
To me, this is the issue, right? Is they have not prepped anybody for who Tony Hinchcliffe is. They have not warned it. Like Tony Hinchcliffe, you either love him or you hate him, and his brand of comedy is what I seek out in the world. It doesn't exist very many places anymore. But I absolutely love Kill Tony. I love Tony Hinchcliffe. I love roast battle comedy. So the IWC just does not know.
He has no filter.
Now I did see that Big E sort of it seems like he took the joke in stride, saying that he's not hurt by the joke, but that he didn't sign up for this. I mean, I get it.
What does that mean?
He kind of caught a stray, but also Big E has always come off to me as somebody with a really good sense of humor.
Yeah.
And this is, let's not pretend, this is not an offensive joke.
You put pancakes in your dick.
I mean, that's true too.
You
threw dick pancakes at people. You right? Really, yeah. Well, you were smacking people. You were smacking people in the face with dick pancakes. So you gotta be careful what offends you at this point. But also, like, let's not pretend it's not a racial joke. It's not a sexist joke.
No.
This is a joke about reality, right? Big E hurt his neck. His neck is obviously stiff. The joke is funny. It's a joke. It's not meant to offend. It's meant to make you laugh. I can't believe that we are talking about this and that the IWC, like, I'll blame WWE just a little bit. You're going to have to warn these people when you hire Tony Hinchcliffe. Like, it would be like people being outraged by Bert Chrysler took his shirt off 3 times during Monday Night Raw.
Did he really?
Yeah. And it would be like people being offended by that. It's like, if you know who Bert Chrysler is, the fucking shirt's coming off, right? Him and Otis had a great moment. You're gonna have to go watch.
Oh no!
Great moment where
they rub bellies.
So Bert took his shirt off, and then Otis took his shirt off, and Bert was like, "That's my thing," and Otis goes, "It's now our thing." And they did like a little fist bump. It was really cool.
They should have rubbed bellies.
Lauren, Karrion Kross says he could care less whether he wrestles on Monday Night Raw or on Main Event as long as he's getting to wrestle. This is so refreshing. In a world of Mercedes Monets, in a world of Charlotte Flairs, to see somebody just show up and be happy doing what they love, this is the prime example of somebody who is going to get over. Like his time is coming. You can feel it in the air that the era of Karrion Kross is coming. He's been way too good in his backstage segments. He's way too good on a microphone. He was extremely good in NXT. Vince McMahon fucked it up for Karrion Kross by bringing him in and just kind of presenting him all weird. But his time is on the horizon. Like, he's getting over with the fans, and I think that goes understated, right? Is that, like, you build that groundswell on that level with the audience, and it's happening behind the scenes, that I think he's wrestling next week on Monday Night Raw. The crowd's going to love him because he's built up all of this good energy with the people. Now I know you like the behind the scenes stuff. You like when this kind of stuff comes out. So I assume this is the kind of thing that like adds to you liking a Karrion Kross, right?
Yeah, because I haven't hated him. He just wasn't somebody I liked.
Well, he ticks all your boxes though, right? So you like the guys that are married and like extremely into their wife and they have family values and things like that. Karrion Kross seems to be that guy. So he should resonate with you, I would assume.
So was he interviewed when he said this? Like,
yeah, it was on a podcast, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I usually like to watch those because then I feel like you get to know them as a person. And
I can send you the link.
That is how I become like intertwined with somebody. It happened to me with Sami Zayn. It happened with Roman Reigns. It happened with what's her name? Part of the American
Ivy Nile?
No, other
Maxine.
Maxine Dupree, my favorite of all time, Chelsea Green.
Sure.
Like I fell in love with her through interviews.
Yeah,
so
sure. I mean, it's just refreshing though.
What is Monday? What did you say? The main event.
So it is a show. I don't even know where it comes on anymore. I didn't even really know it came on anymore. But it is this supplemental wrestling show where people are wrestling that we just assume aren't wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would say right now, Karrion Kross hasn't had a match in months.
Yeah.
And the reality is maybe he's wrestling on this main event. It's usually filmed when you go to a live show like we've gone to.
Yeah. It's
filmed before they film Raw. They'll do like
okay.
2 matches. They're not usually real long. Yeah. They don't have a ton of story involved, but I think it's just reps, right? And it keeps people, and for the hardcore of the hardcore fans who do watch it, they're getting eyeballs on these people.
No, I agree. I think as long as you're out there somewhere and you have that attitude, if I'm there in front of people, it's good, then all you have to do is goes up from there.
Yeah. Lauren, Drew McIntyre has confirmed what I have told you for the last 3 years on this podcast. Wrestling does not matter.
What?
Now, Drew McIntyre said it. He said it's all about emotion and it's all about storytelling. He went on to basically say that if people they're not emotionally invested, it doesn't matter how good you can wrestle. And I've said that forever, right? It is storytelling, it is emotion, and wrestling comes third. It's good to be able to wrestle. It's not a bad thing to be able to do the X's and O's, but you can't get over Will Ospreay if all you can do is fake fight. It doesn't work. Now, Drew McIntyre went on to say some more things that made me love him even more. He basically said, unless I'm dying in the ring, I will finish a match. He said, basically, a lot of these new wrestlers aren't tough enough to stick it out. Referring to them as pussies is what he called them.
Did you really call them pussies?
Yeah, and I can't wait to see how the IWC responds to this because they tend to be a little bit afraid of Drew McIntyre. The IWC doesn't like to lash out at Drew McIntyre because he is the ultimate casual guy with the mind of an internet troll. And that makes him so dangerous.
Is he brutal?
He's next level. Oh, he's next level. He is next level on the internet.
Right.
He is worth a follow on the internet because he is that guy, but he's got all of the casual mentalities that you want. He just gets it, right? He understands. Now I know you're a big Drew McIntyre fan, but these calling people pussy and this kind of stuff, that resonates with a casual audience. That's what lots of people, the IWC doesn't understand. They want to be offended, but there are a lot of guys and girls who this kind of talk resonates, and we find it funny because, once again, we understand that it's said in jest, right? It's a joke. Yes. It's in character. It's meant to be
sexist.
Fun.
It's not.
Drew McIntyre doesn't hate all the young guys on the roster, but he probably does think a lot of them are soft. And so it's funny to hear him say that, as well as I imagine Drew McIntyre looks at a lot of these guys who do all these flips and he goes, that's great, but I connect on an emotional level week after week after week, and I don't have to flip. I don't have to dive out. I don't have to do all this crazy shit. I could just be me.
True.
So yeah. So that I thought that was a pretty cool.
Drew McIntyre.
It's another podcast probably worth watching. If I can send you the link to that one as well.
I would like that. Yes, sir.
It was more of kind of a casual looking podcast with 4 guys, and I think they were all Scottish and they were just shooting the shit with Drew McIntyre.
you want to hear my Scottish impersonation?
I'd love to hear your Scottish impersonation.
Hello, I'm Drew McIntyre.
Not as bad as I thought it was.
Do you like that?
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and not as offensive as I thought it was going to be.
It's for Drew, so it's okay.
Sure.
I'll censor myself.
That could have came out as any European country. That could have sounded Swedish. There's a chance that could have sounded German. There's a chance that could have sounded Asian at some point.
I don't know what that was, but that's just what I felt.
You were in the
came to me.
You were in the neighborhood. I'll give you that. There was a little Irish in there, I think, but you were in the neighborhood.
I don't know.
You were in the neighborhood. All right, let's go over the top ropes here. This is kind of the topic. I've moved this to the end of the show because I thought it was a little abrupt having it right in the middle. If people stuck with us this long, they understand that I'm the guy who says he'll fight a kangaroo and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I know I look at like the analytics on the videos and all the wrestling videos do well. And then like, oh my God, there's a dire wolf has like 2 views. And I know like people who listen to the full podcast get to hear it, but nobody's seeking us out for like conversation on a dire wolf. So I moved this to the end of the show because I'm not going to stop doing it. I enjoy doing it.
All right.
But this today, we're going to have a little conversation about Sea of Thieves. Okay. Because I've been telling Wavy D I'm going to play Sea of Thieves. Okay. And I've been hyping myself back like into the mindset to get back in to the oceans of Sea of Thieves. It's cross-platform. So if you're on PlayStation or Xbox, you can get in. But there's a cool feature in Sea of Thieves that I've never really got to tinker with, and it's called guilds, okay? This is like factions in wrestling.
Yeah.
There is the ability in Sea of Thieves to create a casual wrestling guild.
Which is cool.
I think it's like up to 50 to 100 people can join. Mm-hmm. So I want to put the call out right now. Anybody who listens to this show and also plays video games, if you have a PlayStation, if you have an Xbox, if you have Game Pass, or if you've got $39 laying around, get Sea of Thieves. I am going to create the casual wrestling guild on Sea of Thieves, and then we are going to vote on how to name our ships because we'll have 3 ships that we run. There's it's called a sloop is for 2 people. There's a brig is for 3 people. There's a galleon for 4 people. Now, Lauren, we haven't played in a long time. There's a warship now.
Okay. What is the warship?
You have to like take over this motherfucker. You have to like invade it, and there's so much new stuff that I'm gonna have to. Now you understand. You are my first mate.
I'm a Sea of Thieves expert.
No, you're not.
I'm so good at the game.
I'm going to need you.
It might make you cry.
No. I'm going to need you to brush up on your Sea of Thieves. I'm going to need you to get a couple guidebooks because we can't be sinking because you're freaking out on the bottom when the boat's filling up with water, okay?
It's so hard to like shoot it in the right way.
It's not. The game has
try real hard.
The game has like 4 buttons, right? It's like shoot, jump, run, and look at your map. And that's it.
But like they run by me so fast, I can't like
they don't move
focus
that fast.
on it.
They don't move
like
that
so
fast.
Like I'm just like,
no.
Well, what just happened?
No. So you're crewmate number 1.
Are you gonna play on safer seas or like
on the
real?
No. We're not pussies. We're like Drew McIntyre. We're not pussies. The safer seas is for the pussies. We're going straight in and we're sinking ships. We're ruining people's lives.
On like dropping off gold after you complete something?
I don't know. It depends on who's on the boat.
Okay.
I'm feeling like if it's me, Dead Chef, and Wavy D, there's gonna be hell to pay. That's gonna be a rough night for people on the servers. If you get me, Dead Chef, and Wavy D on a boat, it's trouble. It is trouble for the rest of the people.
Plus your number 1 first mate, me, the Sea of Thieves expert,
handing out bananas.
Yeah. You need a banana? It's okay. I can cook real good.
So I will set that up tonight. I will set up a casual wrestling guild, and I'm thinking, what's today? Today's Wednesday?
Yes.
I'm jumping on tomorrow night.
Ooh.
From maybe 9 to 11, I'm selling the seas. If anybody gets into that guild, I'll post it in the Discord, and I'll post it in the comment section of the YouTube. If anybody gets into that guild, you can sail with me tomorrow night.
It's going to be a fun time.
I'm hitting the oceans.
I
Thursday's a good night. There's no, I think TNA wrestling's on, but there's no other wrestling on. It's a good night to sail the seas.
All right.
All right, let's end the show with a game of 10 questions. You're 0 for 2.
I thought that I was going to get to skip it.
No. Where did you come up with that information?
Because I wasn't here yesterday.
How does that work, though?
So, like, then I just got to, like, skip it.
You didn't bring a doctor's note. If you had a doctor's note, maybe. If you had a doctor's note, maybe I could excuse you from today's episode of 10 questions. But without a doctor's note, you're locked in. You're playing 10 questions. The game starts now.
Okay. All right. You know where I'm going with this.
Sure.
Is it a guy?
Yes, that's one.
Okay. Do they wear a mask?
Yes, that's two.
Are they a known Hispanic person? Like known to be an actual real Hispanic person?
Yes, that's three.
Okay. Are they a new addition to WWE?
No, that's four.
Okay, so it's not Penta. I asked if they wear masks, right?
Yeah. You're on a good track right now.
Are they a luchador?
Yes, that's five.
Okay. So it could either be Rey Mysterio. It's not Penta because he's not new to WWE.
I mean, what's new?
Well, like he came from AEW, so he's new.
Okay.
But you said he wasn't new.
I mean, I don't know what new is because I would call the newest person would be new. How long are you new? Everybody's
like,
new at some point.
Yeah, but like he recently came over from AEW.
What's recent?
Oh my God. Okay, is it? Did they wrestle in AEW?
No, that's six.
Butthole. Okay. All right. Let's see. So if I say if they're Mysterio, that's two of them. So there's Rey Mysterio. There's I always get Dragon. What the heck is his name? Raduco Dragon. What is his name? The Red Dragon. He's not really a Red Dragon, but his name sounds like Red Dragon.
Ilya Dragunov?
Ilya Dragunov.
Okay.
Right? But there's another one who wears a mask who his name kind of sounds like that.
Sure.
Okay. Is he a Mysterio?
No.
All right, so it's not Rey. Okay. Was he married to Charlotte Flair?
No.
All right, so it's not Andrade. Does his name start with a P?
No.
All right, so it's not Penta. All right, so there's
one
one
question
more.
and a guess.
All right, so it's got to be a Mexican who's a luchador who wears a mask, and does his name start with a G?
No, that's 10 questions.
Not Grande Americano.
Yeah, he's also not Mexican.
Well, in his
I guess I could have got away with saying he was, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go with his name isn't Dragon. What is his name? He like comes out with all the Mexican stuff and what the fuck is his name? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like
I do know who you're talking about, yeah.
Not Dragunov. The Red Dragon. His name is not the Red Dragon. Oh fuck, what is his name? That's who it is, isn't it?
I can't tell you.
Oh, damn it.
You already used your 10 questions.
Okay. Fuck it. It's Grande Americano.
No.
That's not the right name. But was it the red guy?
He's
Red Dragon Man?
He's not the red guy.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I mean,
Dragon.
you circled around this thing.
Who is it?
Dragon Lee?
Dragon Lee. There we go.
You circled around this thing.
That's who it was. See,
I thought you had it in 4.
No, I always get Dragon Lee and Igor Dragunov.
I don't know how you got to Ilya Dragunov.
Well, because they sound like dragons. They both sound like dragons.
Sure.
Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
But I knew who it was. I just didn't, the name didn't.
You did.
Recognize.
But Dragon Lee, not a very hard name. And you said dragon.
I did say dragon.
At least 5 or 6 times.
Dragon.
Yeah,
that's a Mexican way of dragon.
Like, I thought you were going to get there. I might have even accepted if you said dragon guy, but you just...
I didn't commit to the bit, you know.
That was
I
your
had
one.
it. I had
that
it.
Was
I
your
could have
one,
gotten it. Damn it.
That was your one to begin your winning streak, and you dropped the ball.
I did. I dropped the ball.
That's a wrap
Sad
for
day.
tonight, guys. We drafted our WrestleMania squads. We laughed at the IWC's lack of sense of humor, and we recruited the CWC Pirate faction. Like, subscribe, and drop your pick for who you think is going to win the WrestleMania. What are we calling it? WrestleMania Squad Challenge, WrestleMania Team Challenge, whatever we call it. We'll figure out a good name for it. And don't forget to kind of think about hitting up the Casual Wrestling merch store, which will be live starting on Monday of next week. I am the Notorious D. That is Level Up Lauren. This was CWCD. Stay loud, stay loyal, stay casual. Ring the final bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Head down, we're ready to rumble. The Casual Pod don't stumble. No peace, no rest in this fight. Breaking it down on